So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Caicedo. Spread out to the left. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
A few ironic cheers tell the story. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Molina, out to the right. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Ball played for Lookman. Sorloth is onto this. Passing is Chris Lookman! And he comes up trumps again.
Lookman really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Hazard. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. That has been cut short. Caicedo looking to add to his goal. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Lenormand.
The attendance for this match was 96,847.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Vardiol. And it's Caicedo. Messi picks out, is having a shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
So time for change,
After 68
and this one has been on the
minutes
cards for a little while.
Number
Well, this
7,
could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Substitutions taking
Well,
place.
now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Biner threads one in, and it's made its way to him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Neymar. And this is Hazard. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's great chance!
Substitution in progress.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Well read, nice interception. Rudiger. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Griezmann. And he's had it nicked away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Messi taking in the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Could be danger here. Upamecano is there to clear. That's a sharp pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene.
And the shot! Yes! There is the breakthrough! Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
15 minutes is number 23.
Valencia have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Guardiola. Rabasani. And now the breakaway. He can run onto that. Sadiq gets into a good position.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Sadiq. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He's got away. And the shot! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Guido. Tries a shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rioja. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Nicely spread. Ooh, played through for the wide man. Camavinga. Azar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. And it's Messi. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Out to the left it goes. It's a good foot in there. Messi. Looking to play him in. Oh, well measured.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution on the field. Number 23. Coming on the field is number 9.
Camavinga. Now then, the ball's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He might be in here! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Thierry Correa. Just about up to 75 minutes. This might... There's the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
So,
Number
time for
17,
changes on both sides, actually.
Number 15.
So that's 2 now
Number
without
16.
reply.
Well, with this kind of
Substitutions taking
authority,
place.
Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Ball driven towards the far post. And that's the keeper's ball.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Ronaldo gets flagged offside.
Substitution.
He's chosen to go back. Ugoduro does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Looking for options for movement. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Thierry Correa. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Chomer. Nunez. And we're done. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo, superb! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Now that looks a decent ball. Real chance! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 10
Oh, beautifully
minutes,
dispatched. There
Number
was no
12.
reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He won't be happy with that one. Camavinga. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Leo Baptista. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. There's the shot! And it's Leo Baptista. Camavinga does well to get it back. Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. He's got away. It's Neymar! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Threads one in. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that has not gone well. Neymar. Camavinga.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played back into the centre. And Azar. Played over towards the opposite flank. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Cristiano Ronaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for the run. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Leo Baptistao. Tries to pass it through. Courtois claims comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they...
Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Leo Baptistao. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Leo Baptistao. He can get that clear. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Hazard. Number 26, Eduardo Camavinga.
The ball goes in. He rises!
Number 15.
No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the
Number
box.
16,
No shortage of targets here.
Substitutions taking place.
Upamecano. Caicedo. Vardio. Son Heung-min. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Leo Baptistao. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Caicedo. Coming on the field is number 8, Fernandez. Substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Leo Baptistao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Leo Baptistao.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And that is that. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match,
So there it
and
is, everyone.
deservedly
A big
so.
up for our players.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon.
everybody, and
The sun
welcome to
beaming
today's
down on
match.
the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game. Can he finish? It's there! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Moro. And the shots, and the shots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Budimir. Pamplona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And here's Budimir.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer for Barcelona after 29
That is
minutes
glorious, as if he
number
picked it up and
17,
put it there himself.
Cristiano.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit-for-tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Upamecano and Alexander-Arnold, and it's Caicedo, spread it left, now it's Hazard. Guardiola, that's very neat. Budimir, he's amongst the league's top 5 scorers. Raul Moro. And here's Budimir. Raul Moro, given the lift of his goal. Over to the left. Now it's Hazard. Played into space. And he's there to clear it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a promising position. Can he finish? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona really showed
so far.
some resolve in that first half,
the
Peter,
half?
after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Upamecano opts for safety. Camavinga and Upamecano. Guardiola. And it's Rudiger. That's Rudiger. Upamecano. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's the throw. Camavinga. And it's Rudiger. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Substitution on the field, number 17.
Pamplona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's gone in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 66 minutes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pamplona have a free kick. And it's Galan. Oh, what a climb! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
This is it then, now or never. And the pass is intercepted. Rosier, looking for the run. He has a look out. Here comes the cross. Courtois deals with that, nice and simple.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Camavinga stands tall and stands strong. Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. Played out to the left flank. Drilled in low. That's going to go a long way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive. And there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Big chance! It's anyone's ball now. Upamecano gets rid without sophistication. Arda Güler, and he's chosen to go back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Driving forward. Now this could shoot! And he thumps it clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Danger averted for now. First quarter of an hour gone. He's being urged to shoot. Caught offside that Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Camavinga. And it's Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? An uncompromising challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Look at the space here. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 7, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, what chance for a shot! It's a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 34 minutes is...
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vinicius Junior is in third place in the scoring charts. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
5 minutes till the break. That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Goulart really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
2 minutes has been indicated.
It's out for a goal kick. Camavinga. Rudiger. And it's Hazard. And here's Neymar. Nice bit of trickery, and he's managed to get free. Hazard. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Madrid get the ball rolling in the second half. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Swept in. Ronaldo, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Hazard. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he's intervened well there. Nicely weighted ball. Messi in acres of space out wide. And he's there to get it away. Caicedo's cross. Cleared away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tchouaméni. And the break is on. Spread out to the left. Knocks it out wide. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Eduardo Camavinga.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
21.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
16, Rodri.
That's exactly
Number
what they
8,
need to keep doing.
Fernandes.
Carry on, club.
And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop? Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Neymar. A corner it is then. Cristiano Ronaldo! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Valverde.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Son Heung-min. Can he get on the... Oh, they could be caught out here! Now, what about a counter-attack? The final 5 minutes. Mbappe receives it in a good bullish header! Just off target.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
2 added minutes has been
Messi.
indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we're done. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly failed to materialise as he intended. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Well, if he did just miss it, and the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. They've played it short. Brian Hill. Takes a big header.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Danger averted for now. Showing good feet. Lamar plays it in. Good read, needed to be. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold. Neymar. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Messi. Blint did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now, can they get him away? Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been slung wide. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's gone out for a throw-in. Camavinga to Messi. And that's going right the way across. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Lamar. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the action is back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Brian Hill. Strong running down that left flank. Lamar. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's gone for the shots. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ooh, a delicate chip through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Great chance! Oh, it rattles the bar! A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. It's a threatening ball. Shoots! There's a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Number 21, Caicedo. Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Lamar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Thomas Lemon. Number 15, Sirankov. Coming on the field,
Blint with the short one.
Number 23, Ivan Martin. Number 44.
And he's gone backward here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Delivered in. Camavinga gets rid without sophistication.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Palmer.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
I think we're just about done here. Rincon gets into some space. Now this could be a chance.
Added
Good
minute
pass
has
back.
been indicated.
And that has been clubbed away. Now what about a counter-attack? Knocks it into space. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now can he find a... He's had a shot!
Substitution in progress.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. And the shots! Goal! Barcelona! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Alexis Sanchez. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Look at the space here.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a cute ball. And this is Neymar, and he's got... Can he finish? They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Caicedo. Quality ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vardiol. Rudiger. Sal. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice-looking ball. Alexis Sanchez. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Clipped into space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez driving forwards.
Alexis Sanchez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about getting this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And hostility. Oh no, this does not look good. Vardiol. Azar. And this is Ronaldo. Sal. And it's Sanchez. Just eases him off the ball. to Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Raspilicueta. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
The attendance for this match
Almost
was
an hour gone.
96,026.
Looking to play him in. Oh, good take in a good area. Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Caicedo. Coming on to replace him is number
Going for
8,
goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that was vital. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Hazard. Number 7, Messi. Number
They've played it
26,
short.
Eduardo Camavinga.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 5, Yamal. Number 16,
And here's
Rodri.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Substitution.
Oh, nice touch. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Stood up well to him there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Fernandes.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
He's found a way through. He's through and all alone. And that has been clubbed away. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you.
A header! He will be livid with himself.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
He's found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! He scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
After 6 minutes is number
Vallecas
19.
gain their reward with an early goal. And it's Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes looking wide. He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Spread out to the left. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Shifted it to the flank. Hazard will not want to lose out here. Not again. Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Camavinga takes a shot! Vallecas have the chance to go the other way. Tries to thread one through. Good ball, good decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's the keeper's ball. Referee's given a throw. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Lejeune, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Camavinga calmly anticipates. Rudiger. Vardiol. Caicedo. Now, can they get him away? Neymar receives it in a wide position. Looking for options for movement. Out of play for a goal kick.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. In comes the corner. And that should get the job done. That's the throw. Oh, that's fabulous.
There will be 1 minute
It's
added
gone
time.
all the way through to the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not
First
good,
half is up
Peter.
and
It
things are
seems the
looking
team
good.
were just a bit
Let's
too
hope for
busy
another good show
playing
in the
within
second half.
themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're off again.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. And he's whipped it across.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for the run. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They've played it short. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Caicedo. Neymar. This looks promising. He might be in. Goes for a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A
Number
warm
8.
ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
And he plays one through. And it's made its way to him. Messi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Caicedo. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Played out wide.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's been slipped through. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's a pretty loose pass. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And the through ball. And he's picked it up out wide. That's tidy.
2 added minutes has been
Swings it
indicated.
across. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated. And they... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And already we're underway here. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition, and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Played in deep. Anthony. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. He's onside. Pablo Fornals with the short one. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. There's the shot! They've scored! First blood drawn. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Looking for options for movement. Played back. Tries to play it through. There's no flag. Played in by Pablo Fornals. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Great vision. Anthony.
There will be 1 minute
that's
added
nice.
time.
Pablo Fornals. Pablo Fornals! Anthony! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot.
And the first half is done. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That's a shade optimistic. Pablo Fornals. Out to the left it goes. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Neymar.
The attendance for this
Throw
match was 98,004. Substitutions taking place.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Anthony. Mark Roca. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shifted it to the flank. Isco. So much time and space here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pablo Fornals.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that has put paid to that. Spread out to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack.
It's Neymar! Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
After 85 minutes is number
This is
11.
threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Substitution for Barcelona.
He's looking wide.
Number 18.
This usually is the time teams go into
Number
conservation
26.
mode.
Eduardo Camavinga. Number 21. Caicedo. Coming on the field. Number 15.
Alvaro Fidalgo.
Son Heung-min.
And it's Isco.
Number
Oh, that's
16.
fabulous.
Rodri.
And that is as far as it goes. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly... So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Yes, of course, round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Zakarian. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Zaharian. Now it's Carlos Soler. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, an impressive talent that I'll be watching will be Mikel Oyarzabal. He likes to play with a freedom and drift between the flank and that number 10 position. And his skill on the ball makes him very pleasing on the eye too. You'll get some real enjoyment out of this guy.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Neymar.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Zubeldia. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's out for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. Vardio. Forwards and with intent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely weighted ball. Gonzalo Guedes providing an outlet on that flank. He's had a shot! Goal! That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Mikel Oyarzabal is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He has a look up. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's a throw-in. And it's Soler. Now it's Gonzalo Guedes. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shot could Zakarian!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Gonzalo Guedes. Oh, it's a great ball here. And here's Soler. Played into the ball. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Let's look forward to more to come in the second half.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oyarzabal absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That could spell trouble. Rudiger.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Aramburu. Just about up to the hour now. And it's Gomez. And it's Turientes. And Zaharian. Out towards the flank. That's tidy. Gomez with the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Azar. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Hazard really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Neymar. Messi. Tries to play it through. Neymar has it out wide and in space. It's a mighty effort! They've scored! Right back in the game! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution on the field, number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Number 23.
That looks a decent ball.
Substitutions taking place.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hazard. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Kubo. And it's Turientes. Out to the left it goes. Kubo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, nice touch. Oyarzábal is onto it. And the shot! And that may well be that. That is that. So a flat, disappointing end to the season. It's perhaps the ideal situation to showcase what is in it for next season. It is the dawn of yet another campaign in Spain, this proudest of footballing nations, which has produced some of the greatest clubs and teams in the history of the sport. Nigh on impossible not to get dragged into the excitement of all of this. Wherever your loyalties lie, rejoice and hang on for the ride. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, Jim, in Spain, of course, football means so much, and here it comes at us again.
It really is a thinking man's league that's given us some of the best teams, best players and best tactics and philosophies, Peter, in the 21st century. So how could it not be good?
We have already started here. They all hope for a strong start here. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's got goal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Very nicely done. Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi, and it's been played through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Granada deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And it's Hazard.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. And he welcomes... And the shot! It's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer. After
And that is
59
about as cool as they come. He
Number
picked his spot
22.
expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel
The
hard to
attendance for
predict,
this
and that's
match was
exactly how it looks like turning out.
96,847.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He is through here. Now the ball in. And that's the keeper's ball. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Oh, good spread. Camavinga. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Goes forward. Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. Cross goes in there. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Not going up front in a hurry.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Upamecano. And it's Camavinga. Can he get it through? Now it's Neymar. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona open the new term with a draw. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
And it's ended.
You look back on the game then, Jim.
Well,
A
the
big
game
round of
itself
applause
wasn't
to
bad
both
at all,
sets of
with
players
both
to
teams
get it
showing
going.
exactly what they wanted to try and do. Would the two teams have shaken on a draw? I doubt it, but I don't think either are too displeased.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.